Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. Please subscribe now to get the latest ancient history news and independent research from around the world. A team of historians claim they have discovered the location of the lost city of Atlantis, this time in southern Spain. The ancient ruins, which include a huge harbour wall, have been known to archaeologists for some time, and they say they were built by ancient Romans and Greeks. But private satellite imaging firm Merlin Burrows claim to have found evidence that the site is in fact the location of a lost ancient civilization, and specifically Atlantis. The historical truth behind Atlantis is hotly debated, with the main sources of information being the writings of Plato and Herodotus. If it did exist, it is thought that a cataclysmic natural disaster such as a tsunami, meteorite impact, earthquake, or all three eventually sank the lost civilization. Although many theories have arisen in recent months, from the Ricat structure to Rockall Bank, archaeologists are yet to find conclusive evidence that it ever existed, but that doesn't stop us from searching. Some people believe Plato invented the story as a way to present his philosophical theories, whilst others say it is indeed a factual account. Personally, I think it is a bit of both, but I do believe there is a lost ancient civilization, or many, that were wiped out about 12,000 years ago, something that the recent discovery of a meteorite crater in Greenland, as outlined in my previous video, seems to back up. As stated, the experts at Merlin Burrows believe the flooded ruins of Atlantis are off the coast of southern Spain, north of the city of Cadiz, and centred around the Donana National Park, which historians believe was once a vast inland sea. There are 15 settlements dotted along the coastline north and south of the park, which they claim is more evidence for a lost civilization, although archaeologists are still adamant that these are all Roman or Greek in origin. But there have been new satellite surveys, aerial photography and ground observations at the site, and the experts from Britain believe they have found all the features in Plato's description of Atlantis, as well as evidence of how it was destroyed. Tim Akers, head of research at Merlin Burrows, said not only had they discovered Atlantis, but also found that the people were incredibly advanced. This is because analysis of the material discovered at the site shows a new type of cement and advanced forms of metal. There is also a greenish-blue patina that covers some of the ruins, and tests have shown that this is an ancient combination of metals. Akers said, Plato describes in detail a patina on the buildings and structures of the cities and temples making up the complex. We have filmed clear evidence and have collected samples which have been scientifically tested in a lab in Modena in Italy, which is used to test ancient Roman finds. The results of the test prove the age of the finds are older than Roman or Greek and that they were more advanced. Merlin Burrows have identified an unmistakable harbour wall, 75 metres long, and satellite images apparently show that it was destroyed by a huge influx of water, the same water that eventually filled the inland sea with sediment and, according to the team, destroyed Atlantis. Akers continued, the site is spread over 100 miles from the Atlantic to the Mediterranean. As to the age, as yet we have been unable to give a fixed date for the beginning, but its end was at the last ice age around 10,000 years ago. At the centre of the line of coastal cities was one gigantic inland sea, 65 miles long, filled with multiple islands, some natural and others man-made. The main complex consists of two distinct, individual, multi-island platforms, and one is offset from the other so that anyone on those islands can see every island in the complex. It is unique. Nowhere in our world is there anything resembling this, and the structures match exactly Plato's dimensions with no deviation. It is absolutely spot on. A new documentary from Merlin Burrows, titled Atlantica, has been recorded, which details their mission to find Atlantis. Akers said much of what Merlin Burrows have found with their technology is thanks to Plato's original descriptions. He said, Plato describes the location exactly, and all we did was follow in his footsteps and the way ancient seafarers would have travelled to the cities. We explain why people have misunderstood the circles of Atlantis and why no one had seen these stunning complexes before. The site has both Cartesian, Greek, Phoenician and Roman editions, and our scans show multiple occupations over time till their final and ultimate destruction. He continues, "We only present the facts, and try not to delve into speculation. What is unique in our presentation is all of this material has never been seen before." Now, Merlin Burrows hope that recognition of both the discovery and distribution of the film will help to protect the region for future generations and secure funding for further study. Documentary filmmaker Michael Donnellan, who has studied Greek and Minoan archaeology, is behind the production of the film. He said, "Finding and filming Atlantis has been life-changing. Talk about a purpose." The team found that the harbour wall seems to have had a coating that prevented barnacle growth, much like modern Teflon, and therefore the civilization had highly advanced construction technologies and a working knowledge of chemistry. Whether or not I believe this could be Atlantis, I'll reserve judgment until I see the documentary, but one thing I am impressed with is that they have consulted scientists and have used science in their analysis. Materials have been tested in a laboratory in Italy, which also has a history of testing archaeological finds. Dr. Giacomo Falangia, from a chemical testing laboratory in Modena, Italy, said, "These structures contain binders, like calcite. The presence of mica, potassium and other trace minerals show proof of artificial mixing of materials. So the samples we have tested are made from an ancient prehistoric concrete." Andrea Carpi, a space materials engineer from the laboratory, said, "We can confirm with certainty that the samples analysed were the creation of an ancient civilization with advanced construction methods, which makes me believe that we are talking about a civilization with very advanced technology." Now, I'll be looking out for the documentary with great interest and comparing the descriptions by Plato to the finds they have uncovered. But, whatever the truth, these researchers look to have certainly discovered another lost, ancient civilization. Thank you very much for watching this news update from Ancient Architects. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you very much.